to compare Medicare plans in your area or visit eHealth.com. eHealth, your Medicare matchmaker. For years, hearing aids required a prescription and cost nearly $5,000.
Hello, Jacob. Hello, grandson. I'm sorry what happened last night at the end of the video, but Spectrum went cookie last night. The internet went down. I've been mopping the floors a little bit. All this. And I gotta wring the mop out. You know, we had a mop bucket that we got from Amazon. It's a plastic bucket with a handle where you put the mop in and squeeze it. It had a water leak. Sent it back to Amazon. That was months ago. I want to thank all your subscribers. Happy birthday to everybody born on today's date, November the 20th of 2025. And happy anniversary if you got married on November the 20th, whatever year it was. And like I say, I got friends whose police officers are retired. It's on here on Facebook. Mine is too, Jacob. Mine is too. It's mostly around Christmas time. And that's one thing I've always hate is Christmas. And why do I hate Christmas? Because I've always got my birthday presents on Christmas and a birthday cake on my birthday. Mine a few days after, but some of you ask me how old I am. That's how come I say 70 plus. Because you're not supposed to give personal information because they can hijack your name and scam people. Hello, Miss Don Mafia. You know, welcome all your people. You know, I want to thank you all that shows up. Help this old man out who's bored. You know, nobody to talk to except my kitty cats. Outside kitty cats. And I love kitty cats. I love any pets. Yeah, kitty. And I don't know which mama cat. I don't know if it's LB, who's January didn't have her babies, not yet, because she still looks like she's fat. But LB might have. These kitty cats is probably 4 or 5 weeks old. I'm thinking they might be LB kittens. I don't know who the mama cat is. You know, if that was LB, because when you get up on my porch, you get by the door, I got a cubby hole between the steps and the wall. They usually gets down there and have their babies. And they call them for Indiana either after midnight or tomorrow, so we expect to get some rain. Let, let me tell you something about me, people. Well, it's 40 something. Ouch. It's 40 something degrees. I know it's 40 something, but exactly what I don't know. But it's in the 40s. It's been sprinkling rain for the past week. And I'm 70 plus years old, 4 heart attacks, high blood pressure, diabetes, arthritis, back problems. I'm single, divorced, whatever you want to call it. I live on a fixed income around $900, give or take a little. Hello, Oliver. Thank you for joining my YouTube tonight. And I make a house payment, car insurance, cell phone bill, utility bills. That's water and electric, and a house payment. And I showed you a receipt back around the 3rd of November. I buy 2 44-pound bags of cat food at Tractor Supply, which with Indiana sales tax and everything like. Cat, Alex, what am I, trampoline? And it came to about $65 for 2 bags of 44-pound bags of cat food. You know, that's about $30.
You don't get that kind of predictability for covered medical services with Original Medicare. All Humana Medicare Advantage plans include dental coverage with $0 copays for covered preventive medicine.
It's hard, people. I'm cleaning up a little bit because, you know, I got to do what my health will let me do. I want to say hi to all the foxy ladies. And I can't forget you all. And you be nice on my channel. No harassment, no arguing. Well, I kind of got a lot going on, you know. And, you know, Thanksgiving, I'm kind of down in the dumps. Why am I in the dumps on Thanksgiving and Christmas? Well, my mother's up in heaven, my dad's up in heaven. It's not like it used to be. You know, the family, we always went to my mom's on Thanksgiving and Christmas. Even the foxy lady that I was married to always went there with the kids.
$0 copays for preventive care and routine vaccines. And emergency care when you travel.
Nope, Jacob, I'm not. The only one's going to be here would be my son. No girlfriends, no foxy ladies, my kitty cat. I'm going to fix some ham for Thanksgiving. And probably turkey for Christmas. That way, it's December, the weather's going to be bad, and give you more food to eat. And, you know, 'cause we haven't had snow around Thanksgiving maybe 10 years. I'm not sure. Because they did have it on the news when it snowed on Turkey Day. But I forgot to write it down where I can remember it. And I just hope my internet people, if I have to get offline, hey Jacob, make sure you go to 709 videos. He done, I think, 2 videos today. I think it was Hardwire or something. Look at his videos. And like tomorrow, I got to take a road trip. My son got to go to 2 different drugstores, Walgreens. When I think of Walgreens, and the JC store, got to pick medicine up. I got to see how much money I got on my cards. I got to buy some more milk. And probably something to snack on. And I did mop the floors in here and around. But I got like a commercial mop. And you know how thick those commercial mops is. Wringing it out by hand. If I had one of those commercial type buckets with that thing you put in there to squeeze your mop, but the last one I had was a metal one. But now the plastic ones, they're making them so thin, that's waste of money. They're making those plastic commercial buckets too thin. I put water in it, and I noticed I had some water on the floor. I couldn't figure it out. Then I got looking around the bucket. I seen cracks in it because then the dirty water was coming through that mop bucket, which came from Amazon. You got to be wary of Amazon, people. Everybody has to be favorite holiday. Well, Oliver, I like Christmas. I used to like Christmas. And, because, everybody got presents or money on Christmas. And it was fun going to Mom and Dad's house and put the artificial Christmas tree up and put the lights on it and all that, and put the outside lights up. You know, that's what we did growing up. And Christmas is a good time for the family to get together. Since Thanksgiving is coming up, people, when you all decide to leave for Thanksgiving, be safe. obey the traffic laws, have your dash cam where you can record your trip, and you know, if what's what's my favorite car? Well, I kind of like Chevys. The last new car I had was a '73 Monte Carlo. That's the only new vehicle that I ever paid for. Back there in '73, it was probably $2,000. But I think it was on YouTube today. I typed into YouTube Kia trucks. And Kia does make a pickup truck. But I haven't seen any Kia pickup trucks here in the United States. I think they call it Tasman. Kia, it's a pickup truck. But I haven't seen any in the United States. I would love to have a brand new Kia Tasman, Tasman pickup truck. I think it's what they call it, but don't quote me on it. You can look it up. But I like to have a Kia pickup truck, blue. And but I can't afford one. I got too many payments, people. I would love to have another computer. You know about what happened to my computer. You just go back and other videos, you see what happened, and I talked about it, and people's getting sick and tired of me talking about my computer. Well, when I was younger, Oliver, I used to have a Camaro, a Z28. I'm thinking it was a 70 something model. I can't remember. It was silver with the black stripe on the hood, if I remember right. And that cotton picker will run. I tell you a little story, people, about that Z28. See, my Monte Carlo got stolen. And I used the money I got from the insurance to buy that Z28. One of my kids, let's see. No, I wasn't. She wasn't born yet when I got that Z28. Oh, when I but my kids rode this guy's school bus, Jack Menz, who has a barber shop in Charlestown. Well, he's retired, but he still drives a school bus. And my dad walked from Peter's Insurance over to Jack's barber shop there next door where City Hall is now. And my dad kind of raised Cain because Jack sold me that Z28. And said he's going to kill himself in it. I'm speaking the truth right now, people. I pulled up in front of Jack's barber shop on the square there in Charlestown. I revved it up going kind of north on, I guess you call it Main Cross, I think. I revved it up. I popped that clutch. I smoked the tires. I went I don't know how many blocks. And my dad said, I told you so. I told you, Jack, that he's going to kill himself. I did not know my dad was in that barbershop when I smoked those tars. Jack told me about that. And I don't know, maybe a year or two later, I sold the Z28. I got my money back plus a little bit more, and I forgot when I bought after that. But that was a good Z28. Man, if I had that car now, and in good shape, that car been worth over $50,000. That was a good Z28. My favorite food, I would say, I love fried chicken. I love fried chicken. Mashed potatoes, chicken gravy, and that's one thing I miss about Thanksgiving and Christmas is dressing. My mom always fixed two types of dressing: regular dressing, and the other dressing had oysters in it for Dad and Grandpa and Grandma when they was alive. But after they died, Mom always fixed two dressings: the plain dressing and the one with oysters. One thing I miss, people, you go like dollars. As I say, Oliver, I'm 70 plus. You know. Hello there, John. Well, I never did like horse dressing, but my dad, my grandpa, my grandma, they loved it. They really love it, but I didn't like oyster dressing. Anything to do with fish, people, I don't like. I buy tuna fish in the cans. Usually feed my kitty cats tuna fish once a week. You know, they get treated like they're human. And, uh, and I just love it. And like I say, everybody loves animals. And okay, I gotta look. Okay, see, my Uncle Pete, I don't know if the fish came from Canada or Florida. I don't know. He had a big outside cooker with oil in it. I guess you call it deep fried. And he fixed his fish in Cajun stuff. And you know the Cajuns can cook real good, people. There used to be a show on PBS or KETV of this Cajun guy always cooking the Cajun food. But I guess he passed away. They don't show his show on PBS/KETV anymore. But man, kitty You know, when you take animals to a vet, them doctors charge as much as they do for us. And 709, I love the videos that you put up today, especially the first one with the haywire guy walked up to this good looking girl. Man, she was good looking. You know, if I had one as good looking as that one when that guy walked up to her and all that, but if I had something good looking like her, I have a smile on my face. And thank you for making my day on those videos. And I want you people to go to 709 concert videos. He's in Canada. If you want to learn about Canada, he got a bunch of videos from Canada, you know, in different files where he lives in Canada. The animals, the caribou, you know, well, caribou, they look like a deer to me, but probably smaller, and mooses, and all the animals they got up there where he lives in the Canada. But you people thinking of retiring, I'm not getting paid for this by the people of Canada. But you might want to retire and move to Canada. Because Canada is a pretty place. Probably from one end to Canada to the other one, probably take you probably 30 days if you want to see all the sights. I miss Hudson and Rex. I hope you all feel like I do what they done to Charlie Hudson on Hudson and Rex. I hope you all boycott Hudson and Rex. They fired him. As you all know, he had cancer. They fired him. The doctor says he can go back to work. They fired John Ridden. And I know there's a whole lot of countries, besides us here in the United States, that watch Hudson and Rex. Charlie and Rex and Sarah is the show. And since Charlie's not there, I have not watched any of the Hudson and Rex shows. That's on Mondays, about 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time until I don't know what time at night. Then it's on Saturday morning for maybe 5 or 6 hours. I won't watch it anymore. I'm boycotting it. The people who advertise on Hudson and Rex, I will pull those advertisements that you do on Hudson and Rex until they bring John Ridden back. There's a woman here in the United States. I don't know what newspaper in Canada that it was. She took out, it's either a half page or a full page ad in the paper there in Canada where they film Hudson Rex, which is St. John's. She paid for it out of her own pocket. God bless you, lady, for doing that. I love watching it. Animals are strange people. Just like Rex. I know Rex is dead. His name was Diesel, but they call him Rex. Your animals, like in the shows like that, trust the actor. They know what they're going to do before the trainer tells the dog, because the animals trust those actors. The one that took Charlie Hudson's place don't know his a-hole from the hole in the ground. And that dog don't seem to like him like he did Charlie Hudson. That's only my opinion. And you people, with your name, say if your name was John Doe, you can go on YouTube, see how many people has the same name as John Doe. Or Facebook, how many people has the same name as John Doe? And so on. With my name, there's a whole lot of people with the same name. Just look your name up and you see how many people who has the same name as you. Just like Austin Garrett. He got a beautiful YouTube channel. I think there's maybe 4 or 5 Austin Garretts. And you can go and, well, I think I know what you're talking about, Rose. I'm going to just call you Rose. On the $2,000, I believe it when it gets into my bank account. Then, what is it? $600 added to our Social Security for 6 months. I believe it when it hits my bank account. Not until then. People, I know some of you would spend the extra money you got your account right now expecting to get that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't count on that $2,000 coming in January. Don't count that $600 added onto your Social Security for 6 months. Don't count on that. I don't believe Trump on that category. I will not believe that until it gets into my bank account. Just like you. Don't believe it until it hits your bank account. I could use that $2,000. What will I do with it? See if I can find a brand new riding lawnmower for $2,000. Not one off of Facebook Marketplace. And let you know, people, I'm not on Facebook. I got a friend who's a police officer. He's retired. He's been undercover. They've been taking down bad. I could use it. I could use that money. And somebody asked, John Doe, your father, this or that? No, this person is a retired undercover police officer. He shares my videos on his Facebook page. And also, he's trying to hint you can buy a hat that says the name Cartwright. or a shirt that has a Cartwright thing on it, like that. Because he sent me a screenshot of it. But I won't get on Facebook. I'm tired, people. I tell you, when I was young, you can ask people it's my age, 70 plus years old or 100 years old. They remember when they was kids. Like I can remember when I was young. The Democrats, the Republicans, they worked together. They didn't fight. We had a budget. Now look at the Democrats, the Republicans, and the Independents. They want to fight. They have no budget. You people like me, or your younger ones, we have to live on a budget. We know how much money we got coming in weekly, bi-weekly, and monthly. We know what's coming in. We know what our bills are going to be, our house payment, our rent, insurance, all this. We know that's our budget. We have to live off the budget of the money we got coming in. If I was a millionaire, but I'm not. People said, you hit the lotto, you buy you some property, build you a bigger house. People, this house, I guess you classify as a tiny house. It's about 600 square feet. It's small. 2 bedrooms, a bathroom, a living room, and a kitchen. And it's small. I have problems cleaning my house up myself, no matter my son's here. Because his house burnt years ago. He almost died in the house fire. And it's hard to live on my budget. The things I like to do. That's how come I'm telling you. I like to get monetized. I need about 300 more people, give or take a little. I didn't check it before I came live. I need about 300 more people to get monetized. And another thing, people, if I get monetized, I've said it over and over, I will not charge you a membership fee like some YouTuber does. But super chats, stuff like that, I would love to get some super chats. What would I use that money for? Number one, put a new roof on my house. I would like to put a metal roof on my house. Buy me a new lawnmower, at least a 0-turn, because they're about 60 some odd inches. I can cut my acre in probably 15, 20 minutes. And maybe get me a pretty good pickup truck. I like to have a new pickup truck, people, but you see what those new pickup trucks going for? $50,000 to $200,000. I don't want to buy a house. Last time I bought a new vehicle was 1973. It was $2,000. It was a 73 Monte Carlo. That my last new vehicle. I would love to have a Jeep 4-wheel drive pickup truck. Everybody always needs a pickup truck. You got to haul stuff, haul lumber, or groceries or recycle stuff where you could take to the recycle place. And I want to thank all you young people who watches this later that has helped us old people out on here and their YouTube channel that help us old people to understand about computers, cell phones, to learn what kind of cell phone to get with maybe 128 or 512. You know, I look up last night a new cell phone one I want, people. It'd be an iPhone. That's what this is. It's over $1,000. I don't have. I've told you what I would do when I get monetized, what I would do with the money, you know. And you go back to my YouTube and look in the description. You see my post office box, you see my PayPal, and you see my Cash App. And my post office box is used for, like, if you want to send gift cards where to help me feed my cats, you know, buy them extra treats. Or like hoodies, you know, fancy hoodies, you know, with my last name on it, or stuff like that, or license plates from your state that nobody uses anymore. Use it to get me another computer. You know, I like to get a desktop computer. I know a laptop would be cheaper because you got your monitor, your keyboard, you got your mouse and camera all built into it. But a desktop computer, I know how to upgrade it. Change the hard drive, the RAM, the motherboard, the graphics card. I know how to do that thanks to, you can go on YouTube. It's Tech TV and Screensavers. Tech TV and Screensaver with a Leo report. They showed you when it used to be on TV over 15 years ago, maybe 20 years ago. Might be longer than that, maybe 30 years ago. They showed you how to build a desktop computer from scratch with the motherboard, the graphics card, the hard drive, the RAM, everything, the power supply, everything. They showed you how to do that. I had a Dell computer that I got from Dell Computer with that big old monitor with it. And today, that same computer that I rebuilt, today it would be classified as a gaming computer as today's standards. A laptop, you can't hardly do anything except change the RAM in it. You know, that's what I don't like about a laptop. They also, in Screensavers and Tech TV, when they built that desktop, they showed you the cameras at the time they had for the desktop. You know, that was good. I like to have a desktop with The hard drive are 2 gigabytes. And the best graphics card, the best motherboard, and all the RAM you could get into it. You know, I think a desktop like that, you probably looking at probably $1,000 to $2,000. A laptop, you looking at over $2,000 because you got the monitor, the keyboard, and the mouse and the camera all built into it. And that is pretty nice, but it's not in my budget. Like this tripod that I got my cell phone on. That was a YouTuber that lives close to me that bought that tripod where if I'm out walking or out driving and come up on an accident, I can use my tripod, put my phone on it, and record a car wreck or anything like that. Because you know, when you use your cell phone, you're moving up and down. It's not really doing that good. And I want you all to be safe for Thanksgiving week. Have a dash cam. They got dash cams that do 4 sides, front, back, and both sides. Or you can use your cell phone, your camera. You can record your trip, and if you like what's on your cell phone, you can upload it to your YouTube channel, or Facebook, or TikTok, or Twitch, or whatever. You know. But you want to protect yourself when you're driving. Because having the dash cam, people, you know this is a fact. Where you live, people is running stoplights all the time. Say you got the green light, you go through, you're going to get T-boned. 9 chances out of 10, people, the other person said he or she had the green light and you ran the red light. But having the dash cam, it'll save you because the police is going to blame 50-50. You're both going to get blamed for it. By having the dash cam, people, it'll show you have the green light. They also had GPS on it, which I believe records your speed. You know, that'll protect you too. But always record yourself. You know, if you're in the car, you get pulled over by 5-0 or Po-Po, record that. Record them. Or somebody, if you got somebody else in there, record everything. Protect yourself. You all seen videos on YouTube where cops is getting downright nasty until you record them, then they get kind of polite. And I love watching Bakersfield, California YouTube people like RD on the Scene, Kern County Crime Watchers. There's a bunch of more. RD on the Scene, he's out all the time. He films everything. If he got a good wreck or good house fire, maybe the local TV station there in Bakersfield, California, will buy it from him or buy the rights to it. Because your TV people can't be out driving everywhere all the time. You know, I like RD on the Scene. And he's a very nice young man. and his son-in-law and his daughter and his grandson. And I just want you all to think about it. Always record. You don't have to upload it to YouTube unless you want to, but you protect yourself when you're driving. If you're out eating or going in the grocery store or fast food restaurant, record. Because that might be a good looking girl in front of you. She might say you touch her inappropriate. Protect yourself and your family and your kids. Always record when you're out. Like my neighbors. Everybody got outside cameras. They record. When you live out in the country like I do, people, you record. You protect your property. If I'm not watching anything on TV, I'm watching my cameras to help to pass the time away. Right now, Gene Simmons just came on TV, and his lovely wife is from Canada. I guess she's from Newfoundland or Founder or in Canada. Hello, Macho Diz. Welcome. And everybody behaves themselves tonight, so thank you for being nice and polite. You get rewarded by God for being polite. I want to teach your younger generation, say Walmart or a grocery store or any place. You see an old lady or old man. You tell them, hello, young lady, hello, young man. You make us old people feel pretty good. You make us feel young. No matter, we old. I've done that one time up at the Walmart in Scottsburg, Indiana. And this older woman, like I say, she might be older than me. I said, hello, young lady. Oh, she smiled, came up and gave me a big hug. Said, sir, you made my day. You made me feel young again. And that's what I like to do. I like to help you out. I know the video is not made for kids, but I know there's kids on here. And kids does help us old people out. The only thing I tell the kids who watch this later, don't tell me how old you are. Don't tell me where you live. You protect yourself. Because you're going to have stranger danger out there. You kids that's in school, they teach you who the stranger danger people are. So watch yourself. I want you all to protect yourself. Listen to your mom and dad. Okay, girls and boys, I want to teach you something. You tell your mom and dad they don't know what they're talking about when it comes to dating. Remember, kiddos, boys and girls, your mom and dad was your age at one time. That's a fact. They know every trick in the book that a boy will pull and the girls will pull. They know every trick in the book. Because I know some of you young kids mom and dad, you don't know what the blankety blank you talking about. Believe your parents. They trying to protect you. Because your parents was young at one time. I tell you a little secret that my father, my mother, and grandparents told me. One day you will meet your mate and you will have kids. If you treat your mom and dad bad, this is a fact, people. Your kids will pay you back for what you done to your mom and dad. And that's a fact, people. That's a fact. I have my kids telling me that. I've told my kids all kinds of stuff over the years. And one of the kids said, you remember what you told me when I was young? I said, I told you a bunch of stuff. But if I treat you or mom bad, that my kids are, you know, that's true, people. You treat your mom and dad mean and don't mind them, your kids will pay you back for exactly what you done to your mom and dad. That's a fact, people. If your grandparents are still alive,
Can you advise if it was Kenneth Bowlier that called in?
9 days. That's how come I try to say, people, either at the beginning or in the middle or at the end. Happy birthday if you're born today, today's date. Happy anniversary. I'm doing pretty good, Robert. And if you got married on today's date, happy anniversary. Because there are people in other countries that'll watch it later because they're in bed. When I get off of here, people, I got to go in there because since I'm using my cell phone, yes, I remember you. And take it out of, because when it try to upload, it upload to private. I got to go in there and change it to public. You know, that's one thing about when you're on a cell phone using YouTube. I try to be the best I can. There's things I've done in my past I'm not proud of. But God is helping me. Everybody deserves a second chance. No matter what you've done. I don't care if you've been in jail or prison. It's not up to me to judge you. It's not up to you to judge people. There's some people I don't like, but I'm not going to judge them because God is the judge, the jury, the prosecutor, the public defender, and 5-0. Yeah. You know, that's who makes the final judgment. You can go to court, you can be found guilty of any crime, X-rated crimes. But people, I tell you a story. This is a true story. When I was young, a man or woman gets a divorce and they got kids. This is a fact. That the woman lawyer, the lawyer would tell the judge that your husband touched the kids inappropriate. That does happen in real life. Lawyers would do that and tell the wife that that's true story. I know people that it has happened to, and it's a lie. Just like your guys and your ladies, I'm going to give you some advice. Your guys who meets a girl and got kids, yeah, that is the worst crime. And say the guy marries a woman who got kids. Well, you try to make him mine. This is a fact, people. This is a fact and true. The kids will say, "You're not my daddy." And I tell them in school, "You touch me in the wrong places." Now I do respect women. And the same thing with women. Women, you marry guys with kids and you try to make them mine. They're going to say the same thing. "You're not my mother. I tell the cops you touch me appropriately." I won't date any women with kids because of that reason. Because kids has to mind. I got my rules that I go by, the way my mom and dad raised me. Well, back in my younger days, my problem was alcohol and marijuana. That's where my problem was. But I've been sober and drug-free 25 plus years. It could be 30 years, but I say 25 plus years for alcohol and drugs. Alcohol and drugs will cause a problem. You people here in the United States, if you see on the news, those states, it got legal medical marijuana thanks to the a-hole over in Kentucky, Mitch McConnell, got a bill he's trying to get through. Medical marijuana like CBD gummy bears. And if they pass that bill in the Senate, the way they talk on the news tonight, I watched the early news, that it be classified as heroin or LSD, you be in trouble. That's what Mitch McConnell and those people in the Senate is trying to do. But your states, it's where it's legal. Look how many millions of tax dollars it's bringing into your state. And look how much, like people, the drugs they got today, like at fentanyl, if they had that back when I was a young punk, I say a young punk, an idiot, a dumb a-hole, is today, if I was doing drugs and took fentanyl, I'd be dead. But you people, if you want to, you can stop drinking, you can stop doing drugs, you can do it. It's all up here. You got to have the willpower. You have to have the willpower to stop. If you got kids, people, monkey see, monkey do. Hello, Jacob. Welcome back. Because you kids see you drink alcohol use drugs or smoke cigarettes. They're going to do that. Just think about it. As my dad always said, monkey do, monkey see. So, or something like that. Monkey do, no, monkey see, monkey do, or you all know how the old saying is. And you people, if you got kids, no drinking, no smoking, no drugs, because your kids will see you do it, and they're going to think that's what they can do. What makes me mad, people, that our federal government raised the drinking age and smoking to 21. This is what makes me mad. You're 17 or 18 and you join the military. I forget who this person was. He was a Navy SEAL. He was a Navy SEAL in Vietnam. I forget how much time, and he came home. He couldn't drink alcohol. He couldn't go in the bars. He said, and he went back. I do play games on my cell phone, but a computer I would like to play more. No, I haven't tried that yet. And he went back, and his commanding officer told him, said, well, you just got back from Vietnam. Said, sir, in Vietnam, I was a man. Back in the United States, I'm a child. I think he was a wrestler. I think. But he was a Navy SEAL. You've seen videos maybe on TikTok or I don't know where else, YouTube. And he was a Navy SEAL. Your Navy SEAL knows who I'm talking about. I disagree with our federal government. You fought for this country. You put your life on the line for us, we the people. Atari, What's the other one? It's not, I don't think it's Atari, but it was a gray box. You lift the lid up on the front. You push your game in, close the lid. You had the control things, or you have a gun that you can shoot. It's not Atari. I forget. Atari, I believe, you put the game in the top of it, I think, if I remember right. I might be old. I haven't lost my memory, but I love playing games. I wish I had a system that I could play games on that I could hook to my big TV. But I don't. It's not in my budget, people. That's how come I want a desktop computer. That means I have to get a big monitor and this and that and a camera. Because what I would like to do, thanks to Megan Foxrider, MG Law, and a bunch of them, they play the truck driver simulator. You got to watch Megan Fox, because she always wrecks when she's driving the 18-wheeler in that truck simulator. I would love to play. I used to drive an 18-wheeler back in my younger days. I've been to Florida, I've been to LA, I've been to New York, the Bronx, Minnesota, Youngstown, Ohio. You know, I love to play games. What else is an old man going to do? People, that is why I'm on YouTube. I'm 70 plus. I'm bored. And you people here on my YouTube channel, you're my family. You keep me going. You tell me to keep going and not give up. I try to help out the younger people. I try to teach you to be nice to ladies. I give you ideas how to make your marriage last 60 years. Don't forget birthdays. Don't forget anniversaries. And this is where I get my tail chewed out by your men. Ladies is always right. Ain't that right, foxy ladies? You're always right. Because the first time a man says foxy lady, you're wrong, what happens? They get in a fight, argument. That's a no-no. This is how you keep peace in the family. Don't forget birthdays, anniversaries. Anniversaries could be the day you got married. Anniversary is the day you met your wife or boyfriend. Where did you go on your first date? What did you have to eat on your first date? You know, that's an anniversary that you all better not forget. Like November the 18th, which, a couple of days ago, I believe that November the 18th of 1978, when I married that foxy lady. She was a cute foxy lady. Especially when I lived in my grandmother's house. She was in a two-piece bikini laying out in the backyard getting a suntan. And Jack Mans, who had the barber shop, was walking home, cut through the cemetery. And he happened to look over, through the fence and saw that foxy lady. Guess what happened? He tripped over some tombstones. Because she is foxy. She's still foxy today. She's older and wiser. We both are older and wiser. What we done back in our younger days was stupid. It was stupid. I admit I've done some stupid things. But you younger people, remember, she's always right. Don't forget birthdays, anniversary. Don't forget Valentine's Day. Don't forget Christmas. Help her around the house, to clean the house and wash the clothes. Just remember, people, and you kids, watch your parents learn how to cook. What happens if your mom and dad get sick? You need to eat, so you need to learn how to cook. You can't eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches or bologna sandwiches or hot dogs. You need to learn how to cook. You also need to learn how to wash clothes. Because you can't wear dirty clothes every day or all week. Ask your parents to teach you all how to wash clothes. Watch them how to cook. Men cooks pretty good, but your ladies cooks pretty good. So, how would you younger generation learn something? I'm speaking the truth. I'm trying to help you get along with your mate. How to survive. No alcohol or drugs. You know, both parents has to work now to survive. Houses ain't $20,000 now. They're over $100,000. To buy this house today, it's going to cost you $175,000. Did I pay $175,000? No, I paid about 40 something. And you treat your ladies nice. Okay, grandson, make sure you got the fireplace going. You don't want to freeze in Canada. Peavy, you know, in Canada and Alaska, it's cold now. They heat with wood stove, and it's a hotter heat. And you use wood heat in your house, your doctor bill should go down a little bit. I've noticed that when I was married to Foxy Lady. We had a wood stove down in the basement. But the only kind of vehicle is less than 40,000 is a Kia. I think they're around 15 to $25,000 for a new one. I've always said Kia needs to make a pickup truck. I have not seen a Kia pickup truck here in the United States. So I typed it into YouTube, Kia pickup trucks. Well, Kia makes a pickup truck, but I don't think they sell them here in the United States. I think they call it Tasman, TAS-man pickup truck. You can look it up on YouTube. But I would want rear-wheel drive and front-wheel drive, maybe a four-wheel drive Kia Tasman pickup truck. I'm tired of front-wheel drive pickup vehicles. I want either rear-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. But with my income, people, the only way I would have a four-wheel drive if it was a new one. Why a new one? Warranty. Because I like to have a good four-wheel drive, but I look at my income. I look what it costs to repair a four-wheel drive if it goes up. Do I have the money? No. So I like to have a new four-wheel drive pickup truck. Maybe a Jeep pickup truck. I know there's Gladiators and other Jeep, they got pickup trucks. I've seen some besides the Jeep Gladiator. And I love to have a four-wheel drive. But I don't have the money, people. No, it's up to God. It's up to God to help me out. It's up to God to choose my foxy lady. God is talking to all your foxy ladies. God is talking to your people that got money. You listen to when God talks to you. That's what I want you to do. That's how come God is sparing me to help you people out. I know some of you don't believe in God. That's okay. That's your right. Some Kias is pretty good. I know the Kia Soul, the insurance is a whole lot cheaper. because all the airbags. I think that's too many airbags in a vehicle, but the insurance is cheaper. I would love to have me either a Kia pickup truck or a Chevy GMC pickup truck. It would have to be new. You know, I'm thinking of the warranty. You know, you can get a used one. They can break down in a couple of days, a week, maybe a year. Do you have the money to fix it? That's where you got to take into account, people. Do you have the money to fix it, a used vehicle, if it breaks down? I know they got car warranties. They got home warranties. Read the fine print. You know where you take your vehicles to do the work on your vehicle. If it's a car, pickup truck, SUV, or Jeep. Stop in and ask them on car warranty. How much do they pay? You know, ask them. Common sense tells you to ask them. Some of those car warranties you see advertised on TV, they take you to the cleaners because they lied to you. No matter if they using like movie actors. Do your research. That's how come I'm telling you, before you think about car warranties, you know, if you get a new car, you're okay, but you get a used car and you want to get warranty, stop in the people who works on your vehicles and ask him about car warranties, how much they pay, who's the best one that comes in your place. Ask them. You can go from there. Home warranties. You watch out on your home warranties. When I first bought this house back about 8 years ago, and people, you don't talk about my kitty cats. Anybody kitty cat. They get you in timeout 30 minutes. And I don't allow it. You know, we don't allow things. Even some of my moderators, they kick you off for good. So I put you in timeout for 30 minutes. Because when you talk about the kitty cats and this and that, we don't allow it up here. You know, we just don't allow it. If you come back again, because I got him 709. I got him. I got him for 30 minutes. And people, we don't allow stuff up here. And because we got a whole lot of pet lovers on here that loves their pets. Their dogs, their cats, their cows, their goats, their donkeys, their chickens, their rabbits. We don't allow stuff like that. I don't care what you do on other people's channel. Here,
Negative. It's for the vehicle I just pulled over. It's going to be 10:46 now.
Yeah. That's how come. That's how come. Well, you know where I'm at here, 709, because I'm having problems with my other streaming app. And I just figured that I was going to have trouble tonight. I don't know. God told me what to do tonight. That's how come this is where I'm at. And 709, remember that name. Remember that YouTuber. If he comes back again, ban him from the channel, period. Unless I can catch it, because next time he would be gone for good. I think this is the second time he done it. Because that rings a bell. So the next time, he'd get barred from my YouTube channel. People, you all welcome. Well, I wish I knew it was 3 times. Well, next time he does it, he'll be barred. So next time, he'll be barred completely from my YouTube channel. But people, we don't talk about eating cats. We got a whole lot of cat lovers. We got a whole lot of dog lovers. We got all kinds of people on here that loves animals. And we do not allow this. Even if I was on StreamYard, which I'm not, I can bar you from StreamYard. But where I'm at right now, I can do it. I got people who is a standard moderator. I got some, it's like me. They can do the same thing I can do. They can do more than a standard moderator. But I start everybody out in a standard moderator, except the ones that I know that would do a good job, like 709. And I don't put up with bull crap. My moderators don't put up with bull crap. I try to be fair to you all. I try to be nice. But this person was a bad person. He got in timeout. I timed it out for 30 minutes, and I don't know what 709 did. But the next time he comes on 709, kick him off completely. Blacklist him. And people, I try to be nice. I try to do what God wants me to do. And I try to teach you all to help you to do right and wrong. I know that's your mother and dad's place to teach you. And you all, you younger people, you all have helped me out on YouTube, telling me about computers and what kind of computer I should get, and the hard drive, the RAM, the graphics card, or what cell phone to get, and how much to get in it, and what games for us old people can play. And like I say, you all do a good job. My moderator does a good job. And your foxy ladies, You all great. You're nice. Hello, Jessica Samuel. How you doing, my friend? Welcome to it's Thursday night. I had to think what day it is. Oh, sometimes it's hard for this old man to remember what day it is. And I get bored, people. I got nothing to do. And that's how come I come up here to my YouTube channel to talk to y'all, to help pass the time away. And because I'm bored. Us, when we people, male and female, we get a certain age, we get bored. You people here on YouTube, you help me out. You help me pass the time. You help me where I'm not bored. And I love you all for it. And I appreciate you good people. It's not up to me to judge you for your past, no matter what it is. I don't care if you've been in a jail or prison. I don't care. It's not up to me to judge you. There's some people I don't like, but it's not up to me. It's up to God. God says it's up to Him to judge you. Because He's the judge, the jury, the prosecutor, your public defender, 5-0. It's up to them. It's not up to me. I might not like it. There's some crimes I don't like. But I will talk to you. And I try to help you out to change your ways and put your faith into God. Because God will give you a second chance. I know there's people out there that cheat on each other. You don't cheat on each other because he or she won't give you what you want. What do you think us old people does that have been married 30 plus years or 60 years or whatever? Can we still play mama and daddy? I don't know. I'm old. Do I want any more kids? I don't think I could have any more kids. I'm old. Plus, my health problems, I wouldn't want any more kids. Because you people knows it's out there got high blood pressure, heart attacks or strokes, knows you're not supposed to get upset. What's going to happen if somebody my age got married and have kids at 2 years old? That's going to upset me. That's something, I have to think about. Even a 16-year-old kid, that would upset me. Because he or she going to say, well, you're not my daddy, you're not my mother. I won't date a woman that got kids. Growing kids, out of the house, it'd be okay. Would I, like this one foxy lady, would I take her back? maybe. But we would have to talk. We would have to talk. We could talk on the telephone or text each other. Back when I married this one foxy lady, we had our ups and downs. Because I was drinking alcohol, I was smoking marijuana. That was a no-no, because it's going to cause some fights or problems in the family. I don't think that foxy lady I married in 78, I don't think she drank. I could be wrong, but she had let me know. But we would have to talk. We had problems. We had problems, but I guess maybe 50% was my fault. Oh, she'd shoot me if I say 50% was her fault. Maybe more my fault. So don't jump on me too much, foxy lady. I know she sits in the background or she watches this later. That's okay. She's up close to my age, maybe late 60s. Probably. I can't remember. I know when her birthday is, but I ain't going to tell you all. And but she was a foxy lady. I'll never forget that. Riding around at the sports dome on that old 40-something dump truck, and she was sitting on the back stretch. I think the shirt was yellow. I can't swear to it. I think it was yellow. She had Foxy Lady on her shirt. I said, "Hello, Foxy Lady. I bet you are Foxy." That's how we met in 78. It was in the summertime. What month? I don't know. The day was a Saturday. So, and people remember in the morning, school buses runs tomorrow. Thank you for the hearts. I love those hearts. Remember, wherever you are here in the United States, if you got school, watch out for them yellow school buses in the morning and afternoon. Watch out for the school zones. The speed limit, I think, is 25. So watch it in the school zones. When you out on the interstate, because that's a 2-lane, in some places 3. If you see a vehicle over on the right side in the emergency lane, slow down and move over. Safety. Or a police car, a tow truck, or a vehicle that's broke down, fire truck. Slow down and move over. If you don't do it in Indiana, people, 5-0 will give you a ticket. That's a fact. I don't know how it is in the other states. And just be safe. Next week is Turkey Week. Be safe when you're driving. Maybe if you got a dash cam, record your trip. Protect yourself. Or you can use your cell phone to record. Or if you got a GoPro, you can record while you're driving. Protect yourself. you know, be safe. Because people on holidays get crazy. They're not paying attention. You know, I want you all to pay attention when you're driving. So people, it's a time for me to get off of here, go take my medicine. That way I get a good night's sleep, because I take my arthritis medicine too. And you foxy ladies, thank you all that comes up here and chat and help me pass the time. Thank you, 709. Thank all my moderators for being here tonight. Tomorrow's Friday. I don't know. Usually I don't do Fridays or Mondays. But it depends how my day goes tomorrow. Okay, 709, you take it easy up there in Canada. You other people on here, thank you for being on here tonight. And thank all you new subscribers that might join tonight. But my good Christmas present, people, that I get over 1,000 subscribers by Christmas. I'm about 290 away. That's a whole lot of subscribers by Christmas. I know I'm not going to get it, but my faith in the God is. So you all have a good Turkey Day next week. I know I'll be on again before Turkey Day. But you all be safe out on the road. And one thing I've learned about YouTube, people, if somebody subscribes to your channel and you get the email, please subscribe to their channel and help them grow. And same for your people. If somebody subscribes to your channel, people, please subscribe to their channel and help them out. That's what God wants you to do. There's some that don't have that many subscribers. I help them out to help them grow. That's what I do. I want to help people grow. That's how come I watch a whole lot of YouTube videos. And I see how many subscribers. And if they're low subscribers, I will subscribe to their channel. That's a fact. But I want to thank you all. Make sure you go to 709 Concert TV videos. Watch his YouTube channel. If you don't know nothing about Canada, he got different folders of him in Canada. You want to go look at his videos. That way you learn about Canada. And Jacob, he's in Canada. And I got a whole lot of people from Canada come on. I'm not getting to pay from anybody in Canada. But people, if you think of retard, look into Canada. Look what your money's worth here in the USA, then look what your money's worth in Canada. You can look at properties. Look at Vermont and Canada. Half of Vermont and Canada, you know, some is in Canada, some in Vermont. You might want to look at something like that. You have a house, say, in Canada. and the other half would be in Vermont. Just think about it. You have dual citizenship. If any of your kids are born on that line, the borderline, they have dual citizenship. You get to vote in the United States, you get to vote in Canada, the way I understand it. So I love you all. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you all very much for coming up here tonight. You all sleep real good. Oh, I forgot one thing. A shout out, people. I want you to give a shout out to all the nurses out there that you know. Give them a shout out and tell them thank you for their service. I can't forget the nurses. Nurses got a hard job. They got a hard job. ER, critical care, taking care of the babies. They go through a lot. They put up with it a lot. So I want you to thank a nurse, or even thank a doctor the next time you go to the doctor's office, or a hospital. Thank a doctor and a nurse. Thank them. So I love you all. God loves you. Don't you give up on God. God does not give up on you. God's still reaching down for you. Grab God's hand. So people, see you later. What, Lexi?